I
What
got
about?
positive, and my housemate got positive.
Are you serious?
How's life?
Life is good. How's life there in Italy?
Still alive. We are still alive.
All right, cool.
We can't know.
Let's start with the conversation. So, why don't you
Okay.
tell us a little bit about where you're from and then where you are at right now and which states of the country are you at right now?
Okay. I'm Murad. I'm Libyan citizen,
Mm-hmm.
and I work and study in Italy,
I
in
see.
the state of Emilia Romagna, the city called Parma.
Parma.
The second, yeah, Parma, the second worst state in Italy,
What do
which
you
is
mean?
located the worst state, which means that faced by coronavirus.
Like
Yeah.
more like what's the current situation right now that's going on in Italy and then in Parma itself, as in like new cases and the situations. What about that?
Well, the current situation, no one understands what's exactly because we don't know how it's like in outside. But based on the news, which is what we follow. Like yesterday was the highest number, like of
Yesterday.
death. It was 900 plus, almost 1,000 people
Oh my
who are
God.
dead. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
In
it's
one
shock,
day.
and no
What's the
one
date for
understands.
that?
It, yesterday, which date is that?
20,
28, 27?
28, 27. Yeah, 27.
27 of March, yeah.
Wow, 900.
So 900 plus, almost like few numbers to be 1,000.
Oh my God.
And the new cases, we don't really know. Well, they say it's decreasing
Mhm.
based on their statistics,
Mhm.
but like we still hear the ambulance like everywhere.
Talking about that, like, how do you think the people over there right now, as in, I mean, if you get like 900 or almost 1,000 people died in one day, how do you think people there are behaving right now?
Well, first of all, I mean that the government didn't take the action immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then like because here we have so many party, like
Okay.
political party,
Political party.
and everyone says something. Like some people say like, hey, Italian, you don't need to stop your social life and just go out and spend time with your friend. So they didn't really help with the situation. And the other
Mm.
places, like they say, okay, just one city close it and the other city stay open. So all the countries really support themselves. So every state start to take their own action until the government just said, okay, start from today, we all have lockdown. It was like have been almost 2 weeks and a half or almost 3 weeks, the country is in
Dang.
lockdown. But people get, because they have lack of knowledge, they didn't know what to do, they just need to stay home. But instead of meeting outside, they start meeting even at home. So like having dinner, having like their own party or birthday party or even everything they used to have it outside of the life, outside of the house, they start to have it inside. So they didn't really support the government. And then
True.
every time the government start to give rules.
Mm-hmm.
So by closing the shops until 6 a.m. No, 6 p.m.
6
And then it
p.m.
would be like, yeah, exactly, like it didn't lock down. But and then it didn't help because people start to go out. Then they say, okay, then 24 hours just close. But people
Wow.
still go out to do like some exercises because
Uh-huh.
they can't stay home. They just can't.
Yeah.
And then they close all the park, but they still go to the street like to do some workout. And then the last thing was like to give fine to everyone, like fine ticket
Oh, so
to
this is
everyone who's
no talking about that.
wow.
So this is like one of the government move to those who are not
Yeah,
listening. So they're
exactly.
giving fine.
Yeah, because the people didn't really understand. So the government start to give like new rules every time because the numbers getting more high. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago, I'm not talking
Yeah.
about today. So even though like people start to stay at home, but like for 1 week, and then they got tired. So I'm okay, I'm going out for a walk. So and then still the number of cases didn't decrease, start to increase. So the last rule was like anyone get out of the house without um, a reason of being out, either to get your groceries stuff or going to work, you're gonna get a fine. Okay, so those like the old people, like they get things online,
Mm-hmm.
so they support them to give them things online. But the problem that in Asia, the young guys who are going out to play football to meet their friends, so the police start to give them fine,
Mm.
but like they can't enter in every street. So now they start even to have drone, like to control every street in Italy. So if they see like if this street is active with many children playing on the like play play around, what's it called, like
Yeah, yeah,
football, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they will send them a police to get them and to give them a fine on. And then even the mayor of every city start to go out by himself, like, please people stay home, you just can't be out, stay home.
Do you have
So
like
yeah,
any of your friends who are positive in it?
I
Positive.
got positive and my housemate got positive.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh my god, you didn't
but we
tell me
were
this earlier.
early stage, so we just need to isolate ourselves to stay home. That's all. And
I
based on
see.
our immunity system, because some people, like, even though they are positive, but
Mhm.
you cannot see anything on them. Like, they don't cough, they don't really have a high fever. So their immunity is very strong. So it's how they protect it
I
and
see.
like kill the virus. Yeah, I was sick for 2 weeks, but thank God, I got well. So yeah, I'm still
Mm.
alive. Yeah.
So wait, you
Alhamdulillah.
didn't? They didn't take you to the hospital and stay at the hospital?
They won't take you to the hospital if you are in early stage, okay? If you are
Yeah.
still can breathe, you didn't have like hard and breathing or anything, just stay home, be with yourself, eat
Mm.
well, get some medication like paracetamol or painkiller, but don't get high medication because it will affect you. And just
Mm.
isolate yourself for at least 2 weeks.
I
And
see.
then by the time if you get worse, and then you need to call the emergency, they will come here to pick you up. You cannot leave the house. Yeah, because you
Okay.
cannot meet anyone, you cannot touch anything, so
I
you'll not affect
see.
other people. So yeah, they will come here only if you can't breathe anymore and you really need to go to the hospital. But they will keep checking on you like by phone, and you, because here every person has his own doctor.
Oh
Do you
wow.
understand? Yeah. So
Every
they will
person?
keep in touch with every person. It has
That's
his own doctor.
crazy.
Yeah, because once you have the insurance,
Hmm.
it's already linked with the doctor.
I see. I
So
see.
you
Okay,
have
I
to
got what you
meet the
mean.
doctor for the first time to check like everything is fine, and then yeah.
So
So he
when
will
you
just keep
know,
checking on you.
when you know
It
you're
was, it, yeah, it was a normal virus, like it was a normal flu, let's say. You didn't really know until you do the test,
yeah,
and then they will say, okay, you have like a positive, but not really bad.
it's not
You are
severe
still
yet.
good. Exactly. You still can breathe. You didn't really have the dry cough that you can't breathe anymore. They will do some other tests.
Mhm.
So because it was that time when I got the virus, it was like a bad period because we have like different temperatures. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, and then everyone got the virus. But based on your immunity, it could survive or just could be worse.
I
So yeah,
see.
thank God I survived and I'm
Mm.
still alive.
Yeah. How are you feeling when that thing happened? When you know you are tested positive and the
How you
doctors,
felt?
yeah, like how you feel and how are you taking that as in on how you want to prevent that, like.
Okay, so before when I had it, we don't really there weren't so many cases about dead people. Okay,
Mhm.
and then once they say, okay, you are positive, say, okay, so you are expecting. I mean, it's like any other virus. Okay, you are not really take it like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. No, So because it was earlier, and then
Mm-hmm.
they will just tell you like they are really nice here. They will just tell you, take care of yourself, eat well, get these vitamins, keep eating and drinking a lot of water, especially hot water, and stay home. Don't just leave, okay? And they will give you like emergency, and they will keep checking on you. So the feeling I had was like, okay, like it's just like a flu, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But now, if someone got a coronavirus or any other virus, they will get, oh, I'm gonna die.
yeah.
It's because if you get, yeah, because you get panic and then you don't really
Of
help
course.
yourself to help your immunity. So you can get in the last stage, and then you have to go to the hospital. There is a choice: either you be alive or dead because of the highest number, and there is no many places at the hospital, and they
Okay.
cannot just give you the like the oxygen. The I don't know what I call it in the medical way.
Yeah.
You know, the oxygen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because either they give it to you or to give it to another person.
Someone else. Yeah.
And here they prefer to give it to the young people.
Yeah.
So that,
So how did
yeah.
you know that you are done with that? Like, did they tell you? Did
So they
you?
will come to check on you. Yeah, they will come to check on you. The fever will be down. Your breathing is gonna be good. There is no cough anymore. The virus is already done. But they will just, okay, keep moving, keep eating well, keep drinking, just to be like sure. So yeah, I'm fine. My housemate is also fine. She went to back to her family. Her
Yeah.
family is good. So yeah.
Alright.
So if she was affected, she would affect her family as well. But her
Sure,
family
sure,
is fine.
sure. It's very
Yeah.
good to hear that you are
Oh,
fine now,
thank
man.
you.
Seriously.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, the last thing is about work and job right now. How do you think this thing is affecting maybe you and people from the outside and stuff?
Well, depends about the company, okay? When they start the lockdown, all of the company made well, smart working, like I'm doing right now, just work from home. But those that manufacture the industry, they still keep working. Like those who work with logistics, they need to go to the warehouse. Those they do work with fabric things, they still go to the company. So last week was the decision that all of the company need to stop working. Only those who produce food and medicine can work. Other companies just stop. Well, I mean, it doesn't only affect the people, but it affects even the government, but economy. I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
they just can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the government provides so many things. Okay, we don't need to pay for electricity like utilities. We are not paying. Okay, and then if you don't really have uh, like a good salary and you are renting a house, you still can't pay. I mean, if your salary is not really good, okay, like less than 1,000, and then you are paying for the rent like expensive,
Yeah.
the government can help, or even the landlord of the house could say like, okay, you don't need to pay me for this month because we all staying home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But those like my housemate, he has his own bar, and he can get money. I mean, because he gets like daily,
Mm-hmm.
by selling alcoholic or cafe or whatever, he gets his salary. But since now he's closed, it affects him. But he can't do anything. I mean,
You can't. Yeah. Sure. I
yeah,
think
it's
even I mean
it's
talking
affect
about.
everyone.
Sure, sure. Talking about like the help that government is doing right now, I think in Malaysia we are doing that too. That's what the government just announced. They keep on updating and announcing new things about what they can help in the current situation and stuff like that. So it's pretty similar when it comes to that, which is actually very scary because
Okay.
I mean, even with myself, I kind of have a feeling that this thing is not gonna end soon based from the way
Okay.
how this thing is going because they just extended our lockdown. It was supposed to be until 31st and now they extended until
Oh,
14th.
really?
Yeah. So now they just come out with a plan, like a donation to the people, to the like Malaysians and stuff. And it's like they're paying for people who are like working in this sector, this sector, this sector. They're gonna give like a some fund for them, you know. So that's kind of
Okay.
like, I don't know, indirectly I look at it as a sign of like maybe this thing is gonna drag for more worse come to us, you know. So that's pretty scary
Okay.
to think about it.
Well, here the last day of the lockdown, they say 3rd of April, but everyone says it's gonna be postponed, like extend more,
Yeah.
but we don't know exactly.
Mhm.
By the government help, I don't really. I'm not a citizen. I'm not an Italian citizen, so I don't know what kind of things they provide to the Italian.
Mhm.
I just know that utilities we are not paying for this, and
Mhm.
some people who can't really have a good salary, they give them a salary. Hopefully, and soon. I can't wait
Inshallah.
to get
Hopefully.
out of this house.
Hopefully, man. Anyway, thank you
I
so
mean,
much for your time,
welcome,
man.
welcome.
I was
Please
really
take
shocked
care.
that you were tested positive, which I didn't know
Yeah, I'm
about that at
sorry.
all. But
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm
know.
really happy that you're fine, and please take
Thank
care,
you
man.
so much. Thank you.